Why good foreigner men leave Filipinas? The hard truth no one talks about.
Okay, so that's our topic today. So isn't that cool, the flag? I like their flag a lot.
I think our flag is the most beautiful flag all over the world.
I really like your flag. So we're headed for our walk.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you about our topic. So we're going to do a little walk and talk, show you some of Cebu and where we walk sometimes. So hope you enjoy the walk as we talk as well. If you can see up ahead there, that tall tower, that's the
SM
Seaside. Yeah, Seaside Mall.
Hotel.
I call it Seaside Mall, but SM Seaside Mall. Really a nice mall. I gotta say, I like that mall a lot. You've got an ice skating rink.
Their design is like a cruise ship with a hotel.
Yeah.
Why good foreigner men
Good foreigner men leave
Filipina.
Filipina. First, let me ask you, is it easy to find a good foreigner? Because since we're talking about a good foreigner.
No, just like
Is that
it's
easy to
hard
find?
for you to find a good Filipina.
That works both ways, right?
Yes.
Filipina's point of view, it's not easy to find a good foreigner. From the foreigner guy, it's not
It's
easy
so
to find a
hard to
good
look for a
Filipina.
foreigner who didn't talk about where's my money? How did you spend my money? You always help your family.
And it's hard to find a Filipina that says, "Where's your money? Where's your money?" It's so hard to live without your money.
It's like that. I'm not asking you where's your money, mahal.
You're using all my money. I'm not doing that. What was our topic again?
Why good foreigner men leave Filipina? When the in-laws, if they know that the foreigner is generous, they keep asking for more. It seems like there's always a celebration every day.
That's certainly one of the reasons why a foreigner might leave.
Filipina, you have to be very careful if you have a good foreigner, because a good foreigner, he will never cheat on you.
Well, that's a whole nother point there,
Yes.
because like we talked about a lot of these guys in previous videos, and I hope you go back and look at some of our other videos and subscribe and watch all the way through, those kinds of things. We really appreciate that. But a lot of these foreigner guys have been giving out the advice to come on over here and date around and try to find your best Filipina. I don't think that's great advice. You could end up with a terrible situation, in my opinion, that way. They speak so much against meeting online. But that's what we did. We met online. Oh, here's to be continued with our conversation. Here's our first dog spot. Right here. It looks like a place that helps people because it's called Samaritan's Rest.
Yes.
And there's a dog that hangs around here as well. Along our walk. Oh, this is another one. This is a different dog. Oh, there's two of them now. Oh, you got to share now.
No fighting,
The brown one looks like he needs more food. Oh, he's desperate. Look, give him more food.
Yeah, I know. Shh.
He's hungry. Our hearts go out to these dogs. Now she's following you. Look, you got more for me? You got more for me?
Wala naman.
There's
Balik lang
more.
ko, ha?
More. You give
Balik
me
lang ko,
more.
ha? Balik lang ko. Okay? I will come back and give you more food, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Is he nice to you? Oh, look, you coming over to me too. I'm kind of afraid a little bit of that one. He seems kind of mean. But this one here, look. Oh, she's so beautiful. You're so beautiful. She's so beautiful. So back to our topic again. Foreigner guys are telling everyone to come over here to find their Filipina,
Yes.
date around, date around, date around.
Oh, no, that is not good.
Yeah, when you do that, you'll end up with a mess of a situation. And then it's inevitable that the foreigner is going to end up leaving, or the Filipino is going to end up leaving. But maybe from the beginning, maybe that's not a good foreigner. So our topic is, when a good foreigner, why would he leave a Filipino? So maybe that's not even part of the equation.
The fact that he's coming here with so much money, spent, like he spent a lot of money just to come here, just to see you, and didn't get anything in return when it comes to intimate moments. Just like, for example, I heard a lot of stories that Filipina also end up cheating. It's because You want something like all the time in bed. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that. And also, foreigner cheating because they want more attention. That's the different thing about, most of the story that I've heard, it's always like the thing in the intimate moments is not meet up. So you have to think, and you have to talk. Because it's not bad when you talk like that, the privacy. So you have to agree. Because some also Filipina don't like it all the time. Some also foreigner, they love it all the time.
You talking about hanky-panky?
Yeah. You have to talk about that because Philippines law sometimes is not favored when it comes to a man. It's always in favor to a woman.
I think that's everywhere.
Yeah.
My opinion.
No, our bawsi law is all for women and children, but there is no law protecting a man. It should be applicable to anyone.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Because
really discriminatory.
some also guy, they're also a battered husband, but they cannot speak up because of their humiliation, pride. Yeah, because they're the one who is a guy, but
Yeah.
yeah, but battered. So you have to be very careful, especially you foreigner. You're an easy target, especially extorting money.
Like a foreigner who's been in a terrible relationship back home, seems like a lot of these guys have been. When they come over here, they're just looking for that someone to truly love them, So I guess if they don't feel that love, maybe that could be a reason, because they're coming with that expectation. Like, I've had a mess of a relationship before, and I hear these Filipinas are so caring and so loving. Perhaps if they're not the caring and loving nature that they heard about online with so many videos, maybe they can get disheartened and kind of give up that way.
And guys, for a Filipina, stop nagging.
Well, that's the point, because I don't find it with you. You just joke around saying you're nagging, but I don't find you're nagging. But that's a good point, of course, for anyone in the world, really. Because if you feel like you're being nagged to death, I mean, who wants to stay in that kind of relationship?
You have to help your foreigner. If your foreigner is don't what is that? Don't earn more. Oh my goodness, you have to lower your expectation and lower your budget. Because before you have your foreigner, you don't have anything.
But the nagging point, it kind of goes into something I've been always saying too. Like when me and you started in LDR, long distance relationship, and you said the same thing as I said. So, but it's a good reason for this. It's like I said, what I went through personally, and what you went through personally, we both agreed that neither one of us ever want to go through anything like that ever again.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly the nagging thing, but although I guess that could be included. But you just want to make sure that you're going to have at least that relationship that you wanted, not that you had.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to go back.
You
That's
kind of both have to be clear that you are both getting into a relationship that you truly wanted, that you did not have before.
Yeah.
And then you both can stay true to that, of providing that what you both talked about.
Yep.
Meanwhile, she's fixing and helping out the community. Fixing a sign. She had to fix it and help the sign out. Now it's standing up again. Keep right. That means we got to go that way. Yeah, so we talked about that in LDR. About, you know, like I remember saying this. I said, I never want to go back into another relationship that was full of heartache. And, you know, I'd just rather be alone. Because I don't want the heartache again.
Everybody...
And you said the same thing, right?
Yes. It's because just like this, if you feel... if your first relationship, if you experience trauma, I know that I keep saying this. If you want a good relationship, change for the better. Because you will know like what is the reason why we end up like this. Yeah. And then it's not only one's fault. It's not the other partner's fault. Both of you have faults. So you have to think which behavior you want to change. Yeah, if you want a good and smooth relationship, you need to talk about it. It's like that.
Yeah, so if you have that expectation and you talk about it at the beginning, that, you know, talk about what your life was like, what her life was like, and you're very clear that you don't want these things, you know,
yes.
A, B, C, D, you don't want these things ever again.
Yeah.
But then you come over here and they all start happening again. That might be one reason why a foreigner, just like our title says, a foreigner would end up leaving the Filipina. Because why would he want part two of the part one relationship that he had and just continue it with a different person?
Yeah.
That might be a big one.
Yes.
Oh, glad you brought up the nagging.
Because they always say that Filipina are naggers, and I don't deny the fact. It's a fact that we are naggers. But you know what? We don't nag if you just treat us good. Treat us good. That's the only thing that we want.
And define treating us good. So foreigners watching, if they're still watching, we have a low rate of watchability, it seems like, from YouTube statistics. But if the foreigner's still watching, like, well, define that.
Because you know what, in the relationship, especially if you're already in a long-term relationship, most of the time, foreigner get bored. And then they're boresome. They end up drinking more alcohol. They don't cheat, but some they don't cheat, but they are more alcoholic. Like, it's because they're not happy anymore in the relationship. Instead of going out, they just spend their time. They love to spend their time with alcohol. That's the problem.
Well, again,
because
that
I watch
off our topic in the sense, because we're talking about a good foreigner leaving a Filipina. If they're going out and getting drunk, I wouldn't put that guy in the classification of a good foreigner. He's going out and getting drunk and creating havoc.
But you know what? Sometimes, like the Filipina, I watched the YouTube video. They said, at first he's really good. Like during my first 5 years, he's really good, responsible. He treat me nice. And I don't know what happened. He ended up being an alcoholic. If you're in a relationship and you have kids, of course you have to understand that not you already have a rival to your wife's attention. Most of the time, the wife's attention goes to the kids, not the husband anymore.
Okay, so that's another good point there.
Yeah.
Do you think a good foreigner might leave a Filipina because of her kids?
Yes, the kids.
You think so?
And you know what? I also agree with one celebrity he mentioned, because they're both celebrity and they just have kids. And then he said, you know what? You have to fair enough with your attention, not only with your kids, because once your kid grown up, they will leave you, but not me as your husband. That's what he said. Yeah, you have to talk about that, and don't stop dating and flirting your wife or husband.
I'm glad you put in your wife. If you left the period after don't stop dating, it could make trouble.
No, don't stop dating, of course, your husband or wife.
Sorry for my annoying
You
laugh.
have to don't stop. You just stop because you already live together. You already married. No, that is not. At least once a week, date your wife or husband. No, even if you are a wife, you can do it.
And define a date in case they want to know. Some people are really stupid. No, I'm just kidding about that. But they want to dumb down. That's another way to say it. People want information dumbed down. So, like for example, me and you are walking now, hand in hand, on our way to McDonald's. Is this a date in your mind?
Yes.
This is a date. I'm dating right now. I'm so proud of myself.
No, you know what, Mahal?
Did you want to break in the shade?
Yeah. You know what? It's not about going to expensive restaurant. You can call it dating. No, that is not. Because as a Filipina, we are easy to please. Bring us or spend time with us in Jollibee, McDonald's. That's a date to us. Yeah.
And the very practical, don't buy me flowers, give me the money.
Yeah. I always grab him every time he wants to buy me a flowers. And no, I want money, not flowers.
Which is a really good practical point because you know, flowers, you got them for a day or two and then they're just looking at the wall dying. And I'm like, oh, the money I just spent on those flowers. And she had the money, she'd be buying things makes her happy. It's a good point.
That's why it's, one practical tips, if you want to visit your in-laws, don't buy alcohol. Don't buy them alcohol. Buy them one sack of rice.
Ah.
Yes.
Good tip along the way.
Yeah. Don't buy alcohol. Because, like, imagine when, like, if your partner, if your Filipina came from the poor family, they don't have anything. Before they have foreigner in the family, they can't even buy nice food. So buy nice food instead of alcohol or cigarettes.
Yeah, good practical tips right there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, when I mention the flowers, it doesn't hurt to buy flowers either every now and again. So.
Because if you buy alcohol, you know what? If you buy alcohol, you're encouraging them to use you. Yes, and when you buy alcohol, of course, you need to invite someone. You can.
Yeah, you go down the wrong path, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. For practical reason, I know not all not foreigner do what I say. Yeah, but as a Filipinas advice, don't buy alcohol. Because once they know that you buy alcohol for them the next time you come home, they will invite all their clans to drink with you.
So yeah, depending on how you as a foreigner behave, you could be setting yourself up to be that good foreigner because you still could be a good guy, and you could be setting yourself up to leave the Filipina because you're not doing things quite right.
Yeah, and then once you realize that I have done enough, it's been 3 years, I'm supporting them, of course they will hate you.
Yeah,
because you stop supporting them.
Yeah, and you start getting better now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Especially if the money is getting lower and lower.
My situation, she knew before I came that I was broke. And when I came here, I just got broker. So I went from broke to broker. So with no false impression. I mean, that's the point, I guess. Is just make sure that you both know, so you're both on the same page. Yes. Then you can make up your mind. Because when you knew I didn't have a lot, you could have made your mind up. Oh, well, I really want to find someone who's got more money. Or you could have done that, right?
Yeah, because I always assure him.
Did have
I
the
always
opportunity.
Assure my baby love that I will never look for another guy because of money.
That's a comforting thought there,
because
right?
I want in the relationship with heart, not just money.
Which kind of indirectly, basically, I said that on my profile because we met online, and one of the things I said on my profile
you don't have money.
Was well, that too. But I said, I don't have money, but if you want someone to truly love you, I will definitely give you that, because I do have.
The only thing that I remember is he's a poor foreigner. In your
But the other part was still spoken. It was still there.
Yeah.
Anyway, But here's the mall. We're going for this walk, and now you're really close. You can see Seaside City Cebu.
Yeah.
If you zoom in closely, you can probably see it there. That's a great mall. Love that mall.
One of my most favorite mall.
Yeah, I mean, just to explain it a bit, because if you're looking at it there, it's kind of round. You see the roundness? When you get off the first floor, when you go in, if you go up to the second floor, you just literally can walk around, 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 around. You don't even realize, hey, there's no end.
Yes.
So it's really cool. And then you go up like 2 or 3, 4 floors. How many floors is it? 4 or 5?
4.
Yeah, so you go up
4.
3 or 4 floors and you just walk around. It's beautiful. Got a nice ice rink.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, great mall because the skating rink up there, the park on top of the mall,
Yes.
just fantastic. Just fantastic. And if you can see I don't know if you can see the golden arches over there in the distance, the McDonald's sign. That's our destination. We do this walk from time to time, and that's our destination. We walk all the way down this road to that golden arches, and it takes us almost 40 minutes every time. I mean, dead on 40 minutes almost every time. So this is our little daily walk. And this is what we do. Like, we're putting it on camera today. We haven't posted videos in a while, really. I've been kind of rehashing older videos because nobody's watching us. So I thought, you know, I'll just post some old ones that only a few people watch, and maybe it'll catch a few new people to watch. But so we haven't made a video in a while, but this is what we do. Even in between all our videos, we just do this with no video camera. We just walk like this. We talk all along the way about things.
Yeah.
Just really nice. See? Always doing this. See this? Always like this. When we got in the elevator, I was showing you a warning sign. Oh, look. Here's your note for safety. Safety and security. I'll pan down slowly. You can pause the video and read it. But in essence, there's been people getting hurt.
Yeah.
Be careful. They say, watch out for danger. There seems to be more of it lately. So it's not us trying to scare anyone. It's factual, posted in the elevator. So things must be happening. And while we're here, this is the first time I noticed more cops on the road. Did you notice that before? Like more police on the road, like those. I've seen at least 2 pass us, including that one that just stopped.
Yeah.
There's another one up right here. So it seems like from our observation, it does seem like a little higher police presence than what we usually see. And it's hot. What would you say the temperature is today? About 38, 40? Something like that?
I'm not sure. I didn't check.
Which is another good thought along the way. I guess we've deviated some from our topic, but it's just us chatting. It's kind of what we do on our channel. But I never thought I could survive in such hot temperatures, but here I am out walking at 38 to 40 degree temperature in the sun. No cloud today, it's all sun. Sweat dripping off my face, but it's okay. You know, some people might say, oh, it's too hot. Like, I know my son doesn't like it, he finds it too hot. But to me, depends on what kind of person you are and, you know, how you like things. But
because most of the time he always said, I'm so tired, and come on. And because he loves me, that's why I don't have a choice to get up.
Yeah. But
sorry, mahal.
I still come, and when I get going, I enjoy it, always. This is interesting too, along our walk. Really interesting. You probably can't see it. I think the security guard went back that way, but he's usually sitting right here. I think he just walked down the ways a little bit, so you don't see him there at the moment. But
the question is where he poop. Who wants to poop?
Yeah, that's a good question. So
because he can be anywhere.
Anyway, so my point is, there's a security guard sitting by that tree all the time.
Yeah, guarding the tree.
All the time, sitting underneath the tree in a big field. I always thought that was kind of funny. I asked Mahal why, and she told me it's because, well, you tell him, why is the security guard protecting the tree in a big field? Why?
No, for legal reason, because there's a lot of squatters. If you don't guard their property, someone will squat your property.
Yeah, so that's the reason, but
maybe they will build a house there.
Yeah.
Just like, for example, over there, they're not allowed to build a house.
Oh, that's squatters?
They're already in the middle of the drainage, which is not good.
It's the other part of the river over here.
Yeah.
Showing you some of our walk.
You know why they cannot have here? Because the university put some fence.
There's a university over there behind everything. If you zoom in, you might see it. But over there's the University of Cebu. But we have kind of a running joke about that security guard by the tree. Every time we walk by, I tell Filipina, I said, he's doing a great job. The tree is still there. Used to be funny. I have such an annoying laugh, I'm sorry. So, you can see we're in the heart of the city. If you can even hear us now, and we're almost to our destination at McDonald's. So, in concluding, do you have any final thought of maybe why a good foreigner would leave a Filipina? The harsh truth. The harsh truth. Or maybe
Number
a
one
summary.
is because of your in-laws.
Number one, in-laws.
Yes.
Number two,
Number two, cheating.
cheating. Big one. Wow.
Number three, nagging.
Nagging. Three.
Number
and
four
things that go
is
with
money.
It. Four, money.
Yeah.
Wow. Things to think about if you're a foreigner coming to meet your Filipina. And I highly do recommend meeting online, because that's what we did, even though it goes against the grain of what a lot of vloggers say, because you really, really, really get to know the person.
Yes.
And then you can kind of weed out if she's not really real.
Communication is the key for a long-lasting relationship.
I'll let you walk in. I'll video you while you walk in. There's McDonald's. It's our destination. We are here. So
Thank you.
hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below and subscribe. We appreciate it. Destination. We have become sweaty. Good. Is it good? This is our McDonald's meal. She has chicken and rice and a coffee, I think. I have just your typical Big Mac meal combo. So we're here. We've arrived.